Chef Kim here. Today we're going to do a special salad. Now this is a wilted spinach salad, and you're probably all thinking, oh, with the warm bacon dressing. Well, actually I've changed that a little bit. I do a slightly healthier version, a warm sun-dried tomato vinaigrette instead of the bacon dressing. At some point I will upload the recipe for the bacon dressing on Chef Kimmery's Facebook page. But for now, I want to show you how I prepare the dressing for this salad. So, here we go. Now I'm going to start doing the sun-dried tomato dressing. And the one thing you want to make sure you use is a heavy bottomed pot. This is such an important thing when you're cooking. A heavy bottomed pot, skillet, saute pans, big pots, small pots, it's all very important. If you use a less expensive, inferior product, you're going to end up burning a lot of food. A heavy pot holds the heat better, and it also cooks it more uniformly. So, very important tip. So we're going to put a little olive oil in the pan because I want to cook up some onions. Just some diced onions, salt and pepper. That's my garlic and onions. You understand what I'm saying? I use garlic and onions like salt and pepper. Now we want this to get a little bit of color. We're just going to leave it sit. Now if you have a thin bottomed pan, if you did this, it's going to burn. So I think that's why a lot of people stir their food so much, because they have to in order to keep it from burning. Or when you have a pan like this, it's browning, you can see. You still have to keep an eye on it. But I do have the heat on pretty high too, which I think I'll turn it down. You don't want to be burning on the video. Browning, but no burning. We're going to use some sun-dried tomatoes. We'll put those in right now. Chop those up. And if you buy certain types of sun-dried tomatoes, they come all different ways. You can get them dehydrated. I bought these soaked in olive oil. Take some of that olive oil, drain it off, and use it for this dressing. Now here I have some pesto. Some homemade pesto. Oh, that's an awesome thing to have. Now I'm not going to cook this too long like this. And here I have some balsamic vinegar. It's not wine. And now we'll add our olive oil. There's no trick. You don't have to do it fast or slow. Put some pepper and salt. Whew, that vinegar just went right up my nose. Pretty easy. Now we want to turn that heat down low. We want it to simmer now. Put a little more salt. I'm also going to put some sugar. Once it's made, then you can just store it in a container and just heat some up either in the microwave or on the stove. Now I'm just preparing a few of my ingredients. Some I've already got in the bowl. I have some baby spinach leaves. If there was any large stems, I removed those. Some quartered artichoke hearts, which I cut up a little more. Some very thinly sliced red onion. Very important. Don't put in thick slices of red onion. That's how people get turned off of onion. And then we're just going to cut up some tomatoes. Have to have some tomatoes. And you can cut these any way you like. I prefer to always cut the ingredients for a salad into bite-sized pieces. I'm going to cut the mushroom in half so it's nice and flat and it won't roll on me. And plus, once again, we don't want it too big. Now these we want to cut real thin. Okay, because that warm dressing is going to slightly cook these, but they have to be real thin. So try and get them as thin as you can. Chopping mushrooms is a cook's favorite thing to do. Almost any cook will tell you that. All right, now I also made some croutons, and I just take older bread, whatever I have. Here I actually use some English muffins. Cut them up, tossed them in olive oil, garlic, dried Italian herbs, and olive oil. Did I say that? And then I bake them till they're crispy. Make sure they're crispy, because if they're not, it's going to taste like you're eating cardboard. We want some feta cheese. We'll save a little for the top. A little bit of Parmesan. So my sun-dried tomato dressing has just been boiling, so I'm shutting it off, but it doesn't need to simmer very long, but you need to make sure it has been brought to a simmer, or it's very hot, before you go ahead and pour it on your spinach, or else it won't wilt the spinach, and that's what you want. You don't want to drown your spinach in dressing. Ugh. To me, that's not good. If you did accidentally put too much in, just add some more spinach. You want it to lightly coat. Now I also added some Kalamata olives. And of course, leave out the things you don't like and add more of the things you do like. But I'm doing it as kind of a Mediterranean spinach salad. Well, thanks for watching. Happy salad making.